My name is Allie Bell. Thank you all so much for joining us today.
We, as mentioned, are very excited to share some of the new features in the Auctria Admin App. So, Allie, would you like to kind of lead us into some of the magic that we're going to be talking about?
I sure would. So, as we said, we are going to take you on an admin app tour today so that you can figure out how to use the Auctria Admin App to create event day magic. Now, since 2011, Auctria has supported fundraisers in raising $1.25 billion. And we are beyond excited to watch that number grow during this fall fundraising season because it is so upon us. My goodness, where has that time gone? So the admin app function has been greatly expanded and enhanced due to feedback from our users. So we really appreciate the time that everyone has taken to give us that feedback. It only makes our company better, and we so appreciate it. But what can the admin app do? Really, you can do lots of things that you've been able to do on a laptop. The admin app is another tool in your Auctria toolbox that gives you the freedom to roam the room and engage with your guests in so many different ways on event day. And Tracy, I think if you're feeling up to it, would you like to take us on a little admin app tour?
Yes, I would love to do that. So, I will just start screen sharing here. And here we are. So I am now in the Auctria Admin app. I've signed in, I've picked my event. If you have more than one event, it will show you, but often it'll show you, you're taking you right into the event. And then here you'll notice that I am on the fundraising metrics. Guests checked in, outstanding accounts, all the key information. This is based on permissions, actually. I'll be talking a little bit more. This is admin level, so it has more of the details of donations and in-progress bids. We've had some early feedback where it was asked that volunteers would not see that, so you can choose a lower permission level, and they'll still have access to this, but not see this level of detail. So this is all the fun from the home page. I'm going to jump right over into check-in. And you'll see here that we have kind of the check-in screen, and right here in kind of small, you can click the scanner for your phone if you wanted to scan an e-ticket or printed ticket. If you have those guests who like to come in and they have that ready, you can scan and it will automatically pull up that guest information. You can also do a search that will find them as well, first name, last name, and you can pull it up. And here you have that key information that you would see on your check-in screen, like we mentioned from the dashboard. Their name, paddle number, their auction ticket, if you wanted to confirm that. This guest has generously already registered their credit card. You can remove it if you wanted to add another one. And then we have text enabled in this, so I can see that they are available to receive texts, contact information, table information, address if I wanted to capture it, other. All of this is available in the palm of your hand. So we're just going to go ahead and check them in. They would receive an email saying that they are checked in. They could click through and join. If you're having online bidding at the event, they can click right through. Or if you have texting enabled, they'll receive a text. You'll see that you can see clearly that they're already checked in, and then our dashboard of check-in updates as well. Now we're going to jump over to the record area. Now, for those who used us last year, this is a big change, and that's what we're so excited about. We now can record bids, donation, and sales in the room from the palm of your hand. I'm going to give an example here, and I'll start with the sales. Again, you'll see that we have options very similar to what you would have seen on the dashboard if you were using a laptop. And you can go into your raffle tickets, walk around and sell raffle tickets. If you have other tickets, for example, drinks, casino chips, if you're doing a wine wall, I can add that I'm going to sell a wine wall, continue on for the amount, and then I can select the participant again. put in their number, their name. Here it is, the amount. Now this is really kind of the fun factor that you get to choose what's right for your organization. I can go ahead and proceed to payment, and that's why if I wanted them to be able to pay immediately, if I have tap to pay enabled, my phone could turn into a tap to pay and they pay immediately, or I can add it to their account. And you'll notice that it is in their balance if you wanted them to pay for that at the end as well. Again, some of the other areas that have new that we're really excited about are our donations. Again, similar to our Auctria dashboard, you can do dessert dash, paddle raise, other donations. Often other donations if you were doing a fund a need and had recorded some of those in advance, or just a general cash donation. Let's jump on paddle raise here. You'll notice that there are the donation levels, and that would have been what you had created from your dashboard reflected in the admin app immediately. So you can click your 5,000 amount, type in who is going to be our winning person here, and then proceed. Or if something changes and you want to add a new level on the fly, as the presenter has just been reading the room, you can do that as well. All this under the record button. And then our newest area as well is bidding. Now here you'll see I have online, I have paper, I have live. This reflects actually the items that I have in my event. Because I have a demo event, I have everything. But if you only had one or two, for example, live bidding, that would be the only button that displays. It filters down, it just hones in on the event item that could show up. So am I doing the wine and cheese getaway? Am I doing the sailing? So you can select those, and then I can enter in the paddle number of who is there, and then I can enter in the amount, that wonderful winning bid, and it will add it to their account as well. So those are kind of all the room activity that is going on. Now I am going to jump to checkout. End of the night, you're having the options that work best for you. So this can still mean that you can send out bidder statements, and guests can pay from their, what we say, pay from their seat, because they can receive bidder statements. But if you are having a checkout, you can still do it through laptop, and you can also do it through the Auctria Admin App. So I'm going to take my friend Jordan here, and I can see that there is some amount owing, which is wonderful. This great balance due. It'll look a lot like the checkout on the laptop. I can go through, I can have that conversation. Great, thanks for the wine wall. Thanks for the items won. Thank you for your donation. Would you like to add another donation? All that can be added here as well. When that's clear, I proceed with the payment. Now here is where we have the payment options set up. If I was having a reader, it could be done by reader. Jordan had a registered credit card, so I could select that registered credit card. They also have one that includes the fees. All of these options are still available, including cash, check, other that I already designed or defined in the apps. So I'm going to say that they're going to do the credit card fees, and then with on their Visa, and proceed to payment. And then I get those nice okays, and they are going to be checked out. They will receive a bidder statement, and I can move on to the next. So much fun, all in the room, all from the palm of your hand.
What a smooth process, Tracy. Thank you so much.
It is so much fun.
I love it.
Allie's just going to share back from our slides here. And so we mentioned really briefly tap to pay. I didn't show it on this because it is a demo and I'm not set up to a live Stripe account. But had I been live to a Stripe account, I could have made my phone into a tap to pay and then just click the reader. With that, there is some setup that you need to ensure in advance to do that. And that is, we like to call out that on the organization, your organization address is required by Stripe, and that is done on the dashboard under organization and address. Just want to make sure with that detail. Tanya, thank you. You say, what's the reader? The reader is the tap to pay. that is on your phone. So we call it a reader, but it is that kind of tap to pay. You'll see it in some of our videos that we'll have as resources. Thank you for asking that question.
Great question. Alrighty.
And then we can talk also about who can use the admin app. And it's available to download, but the user would sign in with their user email, and they must have a permission level of user, power user, and admin. And that will, then also configure what that is displayed for them. If they're at the user level, it does not include the financials of total raise, total amount donations. Again, that came back from feedback where they were like, we love these volunteers we have, but we did want some limits of what was being raised in the room, but that is included in the admin. And Tanya asks, are you only able to accommodate Stripe for payments? On the admin app, yes. From the dashboard, you can also use authorize.net, but for the Auctria admin, it is through Stripe. And here it is. This is the homepage we're talking about. If you are the admin, this is the full feature set that you will see of information live in the room, like we always like to say, of how the event is doing.
That's fabulous. It's such a clean presentation. It makes me very happy to see. Mm-hmm. All right, I think we wanted to just take you through a quick little video to show you exactly how the installation process of the admin app would look.
The Auctria Admin App is available for iOS and Android devices and can be used on smartphones. You can download the Auctria Admin App from the App Store or Play Store. Alternatively, you can visit the Admin App page in the Auctria User Guide and scan the QR code to download the app to your device. Once installed, the app is in your device's library. Tap the Auctria Admin App icon to open it. To sign in, enter your email address and then the password for your Auctria account. This is the email address you or your organization used to sign up for Auctria. You can leave the nickname field blank. Once you have signed in, you will see the home page for your event.
So I'm just going to go back. Lori had asked, can this be used on all phones? You were so great in that question because their next video did show that it is on the Apple and Google Play Store. So it is available and all mobile phones. Thanks for asking that question. Peg asked, do the volunteers need to do anything special to start using their phone for tap to pay? Yes, and we're going to be talking about our Auctria resources, and we show the screens, but yes, they are going to have to kind of do that connection to be able to do that. We do like to shout out that we do use Stripe. We integrate with Stripe, and they're the ones who continue to be PCI compliant. So the volunteers never get any of that information on their phone, which is a relief to the volunteer, but it'll also be a relief to your guests. And Ileana asks, can this be used on an iPad? You can use the Auctria Admin app on the iPad. However, it can't be used for tap to pay.
These are all such great questions, and it actually brings us to our next topic, which is all of our help resources that are available through the Auctria Academy and the dashboard and the website. So we're just going to give you a little bit of an overview so that you can understand how to use those resources, because the questions are fabulous. So we have an amazing feature called Ask AI, and exactly what we were just speaking about. How do I pair my phone for credit cards? You can pop that question in. You will get a step-by-step effective instruction guide to support that process. And that's not all. We have more help resources. Our new Auctria Academy comes with fabulous resources, downloadable cheat sheets, and day of training, all at your fingertips. You are never alone. We want to make sure your events can wow. And then There is even more opportunities for Auctria to support the process. We have welcome calls that happen regularly and support new Auctria users. We cover topics like ticket training, day of training, and all of our welcome calls do have a live Q&A so that you can come with your questions or ask your questions on the fly, and our customer success team will be there to answer all of them. And finally, because there are even more ways to get in touch with Auctria because we are incredibly social. You can find us on Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and the friendliest place on Facebook, which is our Facebook group, Auction Team Talk, a place for colleagues, coworkers, and volunteers to ask questions, gather tips, and share ideas to truly make your events shine. And if that's still not enough and you still need more help, of course, we're there for you. Please reach out to hello@auctria.com and we will answer your questions.